For Halloween, we're going to be surviving 100 days in an apocalyptic world where there are mobs from different Halloween movies who will try to kill us. But that's not the only bad thing, because there are zombies, skeleton, creepers, and even endermen who have begun mutating and becoming more powerful. Since this is on hardcore, that means we only have one life, so we can't die or else it's all over. Don't worry, it's not all bad news, because we do have guns to defend ourselves, which makes this so much more fun and not so horrifying. Anyways, if you do enjoy the video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like, and let's get into the video. Day 1 began with me. Wait a minute, why am I already dying? I tried swimming. I don't know why I thought this could stop radiation, but it didn't, and I died. Yeah, this was going to be a hard challenge. I spawned into a brand new world and found a survival. Wait, I think that's meant to say survivor. Anyways, I began collecting wood, which was super easy because I had installed this mod which makes mining so much easier and not so boring. Then I went to see what was inside this house. There was a chest with a gas can, mask, chips, and a bone. I put on the mask and explored the rest of the house. While inside the house, I made a set of tools. Outside, I found a bridge. There was a skeleton corpse which I looted, and I got okay stuff and a rotten apple. But food is food. I tried picking this light up, but when I mined it, it broke. Anyways, I looted the last skeleton corpse and found more food and a battery. I came across another house and went to explore it. Inside, I found some vodka and a needle called drug. Yeah, it's safe to say I never used that because I had no idea what it does. I mean, for all I know, it could make me become a mutant zombie. I found a butcher knife, which became my primary weapon because it did more damage. I found another broken bridge, so I went to it and found a dead body, which I stole because I was going to use this as a warning sign for zombies who wanted to fight me. On the skeleton, I found a hunter's knife and a anti-hunger pill. Using the hunter's knife, I began collecting string, which I then made into wool, so I can make a bed later, as I couldn't see any sheep near me. But as I was doing that, I came across this building and was planning to go inside, but through the window I saw a baby zombie and said nope, not happening today, cause I didn't want to die. I found some animals and killed them for food. Once I had enough wool, I finally made a bed. When it was getting dark, I began to pillar up above this lava and place down my bed. This is because my friend Slothful told me when you sleep there's a chance of a horror movie mob spawning and killing you. And this is a way I could live if he spawned, because you'll just fall down and die in the lava. Day 2 began with me waking up above the lava. Then I was going to start heading down, but in the distance I saw a rat king. He's basically a huge mob with small mobs morphed into him, I guess. I started going down, but made sure not to go that way. Using my pickaxe, I mined some stone, and because of this mining mod, it made it super easy to collect a lot of cobblestone. But don't worry, because it does take away a lot of hunger, which makes it fair and not so overpowered. Anyways, using cobblestone, I made a full set of stone tools, placed down my dead zombie body, then threw my old tools into the lava as they were useless to me now. Then I began digging out my entrance to my base. I wanted this base to be underground or in a mountain because it would make it harder on the mobs to get in. And I know I had to make this base strong, and this would be strong naturally. For a temporary door, I kinda just used dirt blocks. Yeah, not a very good idea. I know it wasn't a great idea, but this would have to do for now. And don't worry, I do get something better later on. Then I set up my little workshop so I could actually get some stuff done. I killed a pig, made some furnaces, and began cooking my food. Then I collected some wood. The day began with me finding a small cave with some iron inside. Then I killed a pig and was going to do the same with this raccoon, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. But instead I gave it some food. I went exploring and came across his house, which I looted and took all the iron bars because I would need them for my house. I mined a few more trees so I would have a good supply of wood. I came across a Tasmanian devil and didn't know if it was dangerous, so I decided not to mess with it. Afterwards, I came across another building and of course I had to loot it. Then I went to the top of this mountain and found some coal, which will definitely come in handy later on. At the top of the mountain there was a lot of snow, and past it there was a beautiful darkwood forest. I then remembered I would need to bring water back home, so I began smelting my iron on top of the mountain. Then made my bucket and collected some water. Then I killed all the sheep as I needed food. Because I was out for so long it was getting dark, so I needed to get home fast, or the powerful mobs would spawn and try to kill me. To begin the day, I began by breaking grass in search of seeds because I didn't have any and I needed them because I wanted to create my farm, so I wouldn't have to leave my house to get food. Once I got home, I made an infinite water source and then made my small farm because I didn't have much space. But don't worry, I do plan to make this farm massive, so we'll have a good source of food. I finally decided to improve my doors from just dirt blocks to iron bars so mobs couldn't just break in unless it's a creeper. Then I might actually be in trouble, but that's a problem for the future. Then I began expanding my base, which was made easier by the mining mod, but it was still hard because I didn't know how to use it yet. From days 5 to 10, I decided to spend these days building my base because I would need a large area for all the things I would need to have in this 100 days. And thanks to this mining mod, I could easily do that. But it was still difficult because this was my first time using this mod and it required a lot of food, so most of the time I just had to go out and look for food because otherwise I would die of hunger. On day 11, I finished expanding my base. The first layer was for my armory, so this is where I'll have all my weapons like guns and other stuff. The second layer is for my storage and farm, because this is a safer layer, so if zombies do come into the base, I'll have my guns on top and this is where I'll have everything, so it'll be safe. Then I created some concrete powder, which I then convert into concrete by soaking them in water. With concrete, I built a workbench for making weapons. I used this workbench to see what kind of firearms I could make, and it was going to be a lot of fun when I could actually get these guns. Using my iron, I made a rifle which I dyed blue because that's my favorite color. Now I wanted to make an assault rifle, but I accidentally made another rifle. Yeah, I was very disappointed in myself because now I don't have enough iron to make any more guns. Now it was time to go make ammo, however I couldn't make as much as I wanted because I didn't have enough gunpowder, because it requires a lot of gunpowder. I loaded my gun and was ready to kill anyone who came in my way of surviving these 100 days. Then I made myself a full set of iron armor, except a helmet because I didn't have enough iron. It was getting dark, so I went to the top of the lava and saw a pig, and thought this was a perfect time to do some aim practicing. My aim was good, but the game decided to freeze at the same time, so you don't really get to see it. But that doesn't matter because I killed a raccoon to prove how good my aim was. Also killed a leprechaun, then went to bed. Day 12 began with me mining, but I couldn't do much because the stone pickaxes are weak. Don't worry, I made more stone pickaxes and went back to collect the iron and all the other ores. I completely forgot that shields were a thing until this day, so when I remembered I decided to make an iron one, because I know it will definitely come in handy and probably save my life. Then using all my iron, I made a lot of iron pickaxes so I could go mining and hopefully find some diamonds. I spent the rest of the day mining. In the morning of day 13, I made a few chests because I was running out of storage. Then using my ruby ore, I made some better armor as these have a lot more protection than the iron ones. I had to make a sapphire helmet and pink boots because I didn't have enough ruby, but these are still better than the iron ones. Using my last 2 ruby ore, I decided to make a sword which looks really cool. I ran out of ammo, so I made some more. Then I wanted to make a gun attachment to make it easier to aim, but I needed grey dye which I didn't have, so I had to go kill a squid for black dye. Using black and white dye I created grey dye, which I then used to make a grey wool. Finally I created my specialized grip, which looked amazing. Then I made some iron tools. I spent rest of the day exploring until it became night, where I had a bit of fun with my new rifle. In this night I killed Jason, which leveled me up a lot, and I think this happens with all the Halloween people I kill, because I end up with a lot of XP at the end of the night. I tried killing Leatherface with my sword, but he does 2 damage per hit, so I had to use my gun. I found Dracula and killed him, then went near the ocean and I saw a whale which I thought was cool, so I went closer when I got attacked by a crocodile. Yeah, this scared the life out of me, and luckily I managed to kill this thing and escape. Yeah, thank God for my fast reactions. Near the end of the night, I found a mutant skeleton who started chasing me and scared me. So I ran for my life and luckily I managed to escape. And then I went to bed. I spent the next couple of days mining because I was out of resources and needed some more. Day 18, I had more gunpowder so I could afford to make more ammo for my gun, as I was out of it. Using my gun, I killed this juggernaut zombie who had 30 HP but had a lot of shield, so this took longer than usual. I had fun using my gun to shoot at an enderman, making him teleport. Then I killed him because it was either me who survives or him, and it wasn't going to be me who dies. I found this creepy building with a creeper, pyramid head, and a fat zombie, which I killed easily using my gun. When the fat zombie died, a parasite spawned, which kinda did scare me, but now it was time to explore this creepy building. Inside, I got Pyramid Head's sword and the rest of the loot wasn't really good, but this place did look really cool. It turned dark really fast and I was really far away from my house, so I had to run for my life. Day 19 began with me making a new chest because I didn't have enough storage for all my new things. I then went out in search for a lava pool. I knew they had to be near because I saw them in the previous day while exploring. I found the lava pool, put some water down so it became obsidian, then mined it all because I needed it. I did some aim training with a bee and a crow, and at first my aim seemed really bad, but don't worry because after a couple of tries, I managed to kill them both. Then I killed a fly because why not? Anyways, I spent the rest of the day exploring and a bit of mining. I made my enchanting table but couldn't use it since I didn't have any bookshelves. So I went to the old spooky building, but as soon as I walked inside, I realized there were mobs waiting for me. So I rushed out, slammed the door behind me, and smashed the window and killed Babyface through the window using my gun. Then I killed a huge zombie through the door as it was too big to get through. Finally, I collected the bookshelves. Once I got home, I made 30 bookshelves, which was overkill, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, I went down to my second layer and started setting it up. I got some lapis and enchanted all my stuff. I got sharpness 4 and puncturing 3 on my gun, which basically means it has a chance of doing a critical damage, and enchanted all my armor and got pretty good enchants on them as well. Using my iron, I made a minigun and some ammo for it and headed out. This gun was really fun to use, but it was going to be really expensive because it requires a lot of ammo. Once I was out of ammo, I ran home and went to bed. In the morning of day 21, I went mining. After I was done, I threw the cobblestone into lava as it was taking up too much space. I broke some gravel until I got flint, then made a flint and steel. I wanted to make an exosuit, but I needed quartz to make it, so that meant I had to go to the nether. I lit the portal and jumped in. Luckily for me, I found some quartz right next to my nether portal, so I collected it. When I returned to the overworld, I was attacked by Patrick Bateman and a juggernaut, so I just had to use my guns to kill them. I enchanted my minigun and got quick hands and overcapacity. What they do is allow my gun to hold more ammo and make it so it can reload much faster. Then went to bed. On day 22, I spent a long time making the exosuit because I kept looking at the recipes. Yeah, I have a really bad memory, so I saved us all some time and only included where I actually was making the suit. When I wore it, it gave me jump boost, speed, resistance, and night vision, and the best protection in the game, I'm pretty sure. I took the armor off and put it away because I wanted to enchant it first. I made 2 diamond pickaxes and enchanted them. On the first one, I got Fortune 3, which was really good and what I was looking for. And the other one, I got Reinforced Tip, and that means it can mine obsidian faster. On the way to go mine some obsidian, I fought Michael Myers, a fat zombie, and a drowned. I mined some obsidian, then went home and slept. On day 23, I didn't do much except kill Frankenstein and do a bit of farming. Days 24 to 26, I worked on my second layer because it was so bad and needed to be improved. Day 27 began with a little farming. Yeah, I need to make this farm way bigger. I went outside and collected a lot of dirt, and by a lot, I mean a lot. Then spent rest of days 27 to 28 making this huge farm. On day 29, I planted what little seeds I had. Now it was time to make my storage room because I didn't have much space for anything else. And until this point I forgot I had this mod installed which makes chests 10 times better, as you can upgrade them to make them hold more items. But the only bad thing is that they require a lot of expensive materials to make. I made an iron chest, then upgraded it to a gold chest for now, but I'll upgrade it to diamond later. Then I made a diamond shield and went to kill a few mobs as it was nighttime. I fought the Nun, which was a really scary movie by the way. Then I fought Ghostface, and here's a little montage of me killing all the mobs. I used a gold to diamond chest upgrader to upgrade my chest to a diamond chest, which means more storage. Then I upgraded it to a crystal chest, which I think is the best one, but I'm not really sure. To be honest, I couldn't tell the difference between the diamond chest and the crystal one. I think it's only the look, because you can see what's inside the crystal chest. I then made a couple more iron, gold and diamond chests so I can start working on my storage area. I moved all my stuff from the top layer to the second layer, where my storage area was going to be. I made a couple more iron pickaxes and enchanted them. On one of them I got a stone mending, and what that does is fix my pickaxe every time I mine stone, which really came in handy when I was mining. I spent rest of the day mining because I wasted all my iron, gold and even diamond on making those chests, and I needed to make more of them, so I needed to go mining. Oh, I almost forgot, I killed Chucky using my minigun. On day 32 I moved all my furnaces to the second layer where all my chests were so I could smelt all the ores. Then I did a bit of farming, and the most annoying bit was replanting all the seeds because it took so long. I made some bread and went back to mining, you guessed it, for more resources. Yesterday I killed Chucky and now I killed Annabelle. I don't know why all the scary dolls are attacking me on these mining trips. Day 33, I made a few more iron chests and upgraded them all to gold chests using gold upgrade thing. Then went to collect a lot of sand so I could make more crystal chests. But when I got home I saw that I could make obsidian chests, so I made one. And to be honest, I liked this one so much better than the crystal ones. I upgraded 3 more chests to diamond, then upgraded them to obsidian ones. And I hope, because these are obsidian, I hope they have blast protection so creepers can't blow them up. I made a few more diamond chests, then obsidian chests. Yeah, I wanted to have a lot of storage so I would never run out. I set up my storage wall and spent the rest of the day organizing them. When I tried going to bed, Freddy Krueger spawned again, so I had to kill him before going bed. Day 34 began with me doing some more organizing because I didn't finish it all on day 33. Then I did a bit of farming. I made some ammo on day 35 for my rifle and minigun. Ammo was really expensive because it requires a lot of gunpowder, and most nights I don't end up fighting mobs because I sleep through the night. It was finally time to use my exosuit, but first I had to enchant it. I accidentally put in my shield, but that was perfect because it needed to be enchanted. Anyways, I got protection 4 on all the armor except the legging where I got blast protection, but that's fine I guess. In this new armor, I looked really good and was ready for any mob that wanted to fight. Talking about any mob that wanted to fight, I found a rat king on my stairway, so I began killing him. My new gear made it super easy as I didn't have to worry about dying instantly because he had a lot of protection. I spent the rest of the day in the nether collecting glowstone. On day 36, I added glowstones above my farm and around the second layer of my base. I grabbed some materials and went to my entrance because it was time to remake it. First I wanted to use iron doors, but I forgot how to do the redstone to make it work. So I think I'll just go with the normal wooden doors for now. When I went to get the doors, I was attacked by Patrick, whom I easily killed, but he does have a cool chainsaw. Anyways, the rest of the day I made my entrance look really good and added glasses around it so mobs couldn't jump down on me from top of the hill. Day 37 began with me doing some more farming. Then I went out to explore and it began raining, but this wasn't just your normal rain, it was acid rain, so slowly I was starting to take damage. I ran home as fast as I could because if I was in the rain for any longer, I'm pretty sure it would have killed me. I spent rest of the day watching the rain from my entrance under my glass, so I was safe. I spent a few days just killing mobs because I needed gunpowder and just wanted to kill them. I spent days 41 to 43 collecting a lot of wood, and I mean a lot. Day 44 began with me doing some more farming. Yeah, I'm never going to run out of food. Then I started working on my armory room by adding wooden pillars and making the whole room oak wood. On day 45, I was still working on making this room my armory. I'm really proud of this design I came up with for the floor and the roof of this room. Let me know in the comments if you like it and think it's good. Day 46, I was finishing the last bits to make this room look good as possible. I remade the whole stairway and gave it a wooden look which matches the armory and makes the entrance hallway look better. Then the rest of the day I did a bit of farming. On day 47, I found two military officers and at first I thought they would be friendly, but turns out they wanted to kill me so I had to fight back. I spent rest of the day killing any animals that could give me leather as I needed leather. I forgot to press record on days 48 and 49, but don't worry, you guys didn't miss out on much. Here's exactly what you guys missed out on. I finished the armory room by adding workbenches and item frames holding my guns. Also, I found the spawner near our base. That's pretty much all you guys missed and you're all caught up now. I did a bit of farming, killed a zombie, then made some bread and spent the next couple of days mining. Day 56, I collected my iron from the furnace and made a shotgun, grenade launcher and made two of those by accident. Pistol, heavy rifle, machine pistol and a bazooka. I then made all the different types of ammo for each of the guns. First I tested the bazooka and it was really cool and useful because it broke the blocks. Then I tested the grenade launcher, but it wasn't as cool as the bazooka because it didn't break the blocks. And then I tested the rest of the guns, which were pretty much all just normal. On day 57, I was making the attachments for my guns. First was the scope, which was really easy to make. Then was the stock, which should improve my aim. And lastly, the specialized grip for the guns, which should make it even easier for me to aim. I decided not to make the barrel because it would make the guns do less damage. I made all of the ammos I could afford, then dyed all the guns blue because that's my favorite color and why not? Day 58, I enchanted all my guns, then spent a long time finding sheep so I could steal their wool. I came across a dungeon so went to check it out. If you guys seen or played RLcraft then you probably seen this dungeon before. I didn't think it would be a good idea if I kept exploring this dungeon because I wasn't prepared for it. And there was a high chance of me dying because mobs get more powerful the deeper you go into this dungeon. So I decided to go back home instead. Once I was home, I made my medium-sized backpack, then went to bed. I spent day 65 exploring to see if I could find any cows as I needed leather. I found a few, so I killed them in cold blood and got the leather I needed so I could go back to my house now. Once I was home, I made my large backpack and dyed it blue so it would go with the theme. I stored my bazooka, grenade launcher and extra ammo inside the backpack. I went to the nether, found a fortress and killed blazes until I got enough blaze rods. There was a warped forest near the fortress, so I spent a couple of days hunting and killing endermen until I got a few ender pearls. This stage took me longer than usual because I was watching Squid Game in the background. I made some iron vendors and prepared myself for the end, then started the long journey to find the stronghold. Day 76, I found the end portal, put all the iron vendors in, then jumped in. I spawned under the ground, so I dug up and started breaking the crystals. Luckily for me, the bullets broke the crystals, which made this super easy. However, it was annoying being attacked by mutant endermen, but thankfully they were affected by bullets, so that made my life easier. Killing the ender dragon wasn't too difficult because all I had to do was shoot at him until he died. Once he died, I collected the XP, the dragon egg and went home. For some reason, I decided to put my dragon egg on top of my enchanting table. Yep, that was a great idea from me. I made a few swords and enchanted them. Luckily for me, I got looting 3, which is exactly what I wanted. You might be wondering why I wanted looting 3. Well, this is why. It's because I want to fight the Wither, so I need to collect 3 Wither skulls. And knowing my luck, it's not that good, so I needed all the help I could get. Anyways, I spent a lot of days here killing Wither skeletons to collect their skulls. Luckily for me, I was still watching Squid Game in the background, so this stage wasn't really that boring and it was quite fun. Day 90, it was time to fight the Wither, but first I had to get far away from my house because you will most likely end up destroying it if it was nearby. Once I was far enough, I spawned him in and began the fight. I won't talk so you guys can enjoy it in peace. Yeah, that was a close one. I almost died, but that was really fun. I collected the nether I earned, blew up an abandoned house for no reason, then went home. From days 91 to 95, all I did was make the second layer of my base look better by replacing all the stone with wood. This usually wouldn't have taken me 4 days, but you guys can once again blame Squid Game for distracting me. Today's goal was to find a mutant boss so I could fight them, and to be honest, I thought this would take me longer than it did because there was just a mutant zombie just outside my base. And this thing was crazy strong because it did 2 hearts of damage with all this good gear on, so I had to keep my distance from him and just use my guns to kill it. I thought I killed the mutant, but it turns out he just got knocked down, then he stands right back up. Yeah, this was not going to be fun, because there were so many other mobs chasing me as well. After 2 more knockdowns, he finally died, and I finished off the night by killing more mobs. I came across a creeper mutant and yeah, he was flying over to me somehow. When he died, he spawned this cute little creepers that I killed easily and collected the gunpowder. Day 98, I made a mutant snow golem to see how powerful he would be, and I feel bad for killing this guy because he didn't even once try to hit me, but I had to test out my strength, so his sacrifice was definitely worth it. Day 99. It was now time for the mutant skeleton, and I was really scared of this guy because he almost killed me earlier on in this video, but it turns out I'm too powerful for him now. Let's just ignore the fact that I kept my distance the whole time, but I'm definitely more powerful as you guys clearly saw. For day 100, I thought it would be cool to fight all of them at once, so I summoned them all and forgot that they would fight each other because the snow golem was on my side. Because I was so close to the fight, the mutant zombie forced me to get close to them and almost ended up killing me. But luckily I managed to escape. For some reason, the skeleton and zombie began fighting each other and the skeleton won. However, I won overall because I killed the skeleton. And that was 100 days in an apocalyptic Halloween. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video. Anyways, also check out my friend's channel. He uploads similar videos and should be uploading a similar one to this one if he hasn't done already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.